Manchester United handed Carlos Baleba boost after Brighton reject first bid. An opening offer has reportedly been turned down, but Man United remain encouraged. Manchester United have been handed encouragement in their pursuit of Carlos Baleba with Brighton. Having spent upwards of £200 million bolstering the forward line, United have set their sights on strengthening the midfield and have Baleba top of their wish list. Reports last week claimed that contact had been made between the two clubs regarding a deal, during which Brighton slapped an asking price of more than £100 million on their player's head. Tongues were sent wagging over the weekend when Baleba was absent from Brighton's final pre-season friendly, a behind-closed-doors test against Wolfsburg. The 21-year-old has now missed his club's last 3 pre-season games, having not played since mid-July. However, the Argus reports that Baleba has been struggling with a knee injury picked up in training and was with the squad on Saturday to watch his teammates in action. But United are seeming undeterred amid claims they have seen an opening offer rejected for Baleba, which included young midfielder Toby Collier in part exchange. Brighton, meanwhile, are already planning for Baleba's departure with a succession plan in place. It is a tried and tested formula for the Seagulls, who have seen the likes of midfield stars Yves Bissouma and Moises Caicedo depart in recent years, only for other players to step up. Diego Gomez and Malik Yalkouya are already in place and with much expected of them. Gomez is an £11 million signing from Inter Miami in January, and impressed during the second half of last season, while 19-year-old Yalkouya spent last season on loan at Sturm Graz, where he earned rave reviews. It remains to be seen if Brighton decide to send Yalkouya out on another loan, with the likes of Jack Hinchelwood, Matt O'Reilly, Matt Weaver and Yassine Ayri pushing for more midfield minutes during the upcoming season. A succession plan is in place at Brighton, which will give United hope, but when a price tag is set on the South Coast it is rarely not met. Man United will step up talks for £100 million Brighton star Carlos Baleba as player's stance is revealed. Manchester United are reportedly preparing to heat up their pursuit of Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba. A figure of £100 million is being bandied around for the 21-year-old, who has spent 2 seasons as a regular starter for the Seagulls after arriving from Lille in 2023. He still has 3 years remaining on his contract at the Amex, and the club holds the option of a 12-month extension on top of that, so the cards are firmly in Brighton's hands. But Fabrizio Romano reports that United are ready to intensify their move to snatch him and that, crucially, the player is keen to make the switch happen. Brighton are not so willing to sell given that he had an impressive season, featuring 34 times in the Premier League and scoring 3 goals for Fabian Herzler's side. The Sussex club are used to turning around stars for a mind-blowing profit, think Moises Caicedo, Marc Cucurella and João Pedro, but are not in a position where they must sell. They finished 8th in the Premier League last time out, just 5 points off 5th place Newcastle, who secured Champions League football, and may feel they can kick on. While they have sold important players in Pedro, Simon Adingra, and Pavis Estupinan, they have reinvested in the next crop who they hope can shock the league. According to The Athletic, a move for the youngster is improbable unless United are able to secure a series of lucrative sales before the window closes at the start of next month. All the same, United have established contact with Brighton. Following their dismal campaign last term, United have focused on bolstering their attack, recruiting Matheus Cunha, Brian Mbeumo, and Benjamin Sesko for a combined outlay of £207.2 million. Only Liverpool and Chelsea can boast a higher spend among the Premier League's money-spinning corridors this summer. One Manchester United fan has set up a GoFundMe page to try and raise funds for a Baleba bid, though in 4 days it has only raised £501 of its £120 million target. Ruben Amorim has a desire to improve their midfield ranks. United currently have Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte, and Toby Collier, while Bruno Fernandes and Kobbie Mainoo can also be deployed in the central midfielder positions in their 3-4-3 formation. Baleba told The Sun that praise from players like Declan Rice, Matheus Cunha and Joe Linton, as well as watching Man City star Rodri lift the Ballon d'Or, has encouraged him to set his sights on the most prestigious individual award in football. "I want to win the Ballon d'Or like Rodri," Baleba said. His success has opened the door for midfielders like us to believe we can win the Ballon d'Or one day. The youngster was born and raised in Douala, also the birthplace of 4-time African Player of the Year Samuel Eto'o. He has also cited former United midfielder Paul Pogba as one of his biggest inspirations. Manchester United receive major Gianluigi Donnarumma update as 3 transfer options emerge. The very latest Man United transfer news and gossip amid speculation on Gianluigi Donnarumma and Jadon Sancho. Manchester United have just 3 weeks to wait before the summer transfer window closes for another year, and the speculation will come to an end, for the time being. United have made 3 signings so far this summer, with Matheus Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo and Benjamin Sesko all moving to Old Trafford. Despite already getting some of their business done before the start of the Premier League season, there is still time for more deals to be completed. Ruben Amorim and his men begin their top-flight campaign on Sunday when they host Arsenal at Old Trafford. It remains to be seen if Sesko will be United's final signing of the summer or if there will be any further additions to the squad. Here, the Manchester Evening News takes a look at some of the latest United transfer news and gossip that has generated headlines over the last 24 hours. Gianluigi Donnarumma decision. United have been handed a major update regarding the future of PSG goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. PSG have left the goalkeeper out of their travelling squad for the UEFA Super Cup this week amid speculation of a potential move to United. Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Donnarumma will leave PSG after the decision, but it could either be this summer for a fee or as a free agent when his contract expires 12 months from now. Fabrizio Romano gives update on Gianluigi Donnarumma and Carlos Baleba to Man United. Personal terms update dropped. Manchester United have more work to do in the transfer market and an exciting double move is still in play. More new faces could arrive at Manchester United before the transfer deadline, even after deals for Benjamin Sesko, Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. 2 key names are being prominently linked: Paris Saint-Germain goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma and Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba. United are attempting to sell players to fund deals, and insider Fabrizio Romano has dropped an update on the potential incomings. Gianluigi Donnarumma latest. Paris Saint-Germain have signed Lille goalkeeper Lucas Chevalier, which already posed major questions for Gianluigi Donnarumma's future. Donnarumma's contract expires in 2026, and there is now no question of the Italian being kept around to fight for his place, after he was omitted from PSG's Super Cup squad.